Among the many Marian apparitions that have shaped Christian devotion, the apparition of Our Lady of Siluva stands out as one of the earliest and most historically significant, occurring in 1608 in the small Lithuanian town of Siluva. This apparition played a pivotal role in reviving Catholicism in a region heavily influenced by the Protestant Reformation. It also resulted in the miraculous restoration of a blind man's sight, the recovery of lost church documents, and the eventual establishment of one of Lithuania's most sacred pilgrimage sites. This chapter delves deep into the historical, religious, and miraculous aspects of this apparition, exploring its impact on Lithuania and the broader Catholic world. By the late 16th century, Lithuania had undergone significant religious and political transformations. Initially a predominantly Catholic country, the influence of the Protestant Reformation led to the spread of Calvinism and other Protestant beliefs across the region. Many Catholic churches were taken over by Protestant authorities, and Catholic worship was often suppressed. The town of Siluva, located in northwestern Lithuania, was one such place where Catholicism had been replaced by Calvinism. The original Catholic Church of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, built in the 15th century, was closed down, its property confiscated, and its congregation forced to adopt Protestant teachings. Anticipating this upheaval, a Catholic nobleman had hidden the church's legal documents and valuable religious items to prevent their destruction. However, as time passed, the exact location of these hidden treasures was forgotten, and the Catholic claim to the church's land was lost. This religious suppression continued until the miraculous events of 1608. When the Virgin Mary appeared and transformed the fate of Siluva forever. In the summer of 1608, a group of shepherd children was tending their flock near the ruins of the old Catholic church. As they played, they suddenly noticed a luminous woman standing on a large rock, holding an infant in her arms. She appeared to be weeping silently, her tears glistening in the sunlight. The children were overcome with awe and fear and ran back to the village to tell the townspeople what they had seen. Upon hearing their story, a Calvinist pastor and several townspeople accompanied the children back to the site. To their astonishment, they too witnessed the apparition, a sorrowful woman holding a baby, bathed in a supernatural glow. The woman's expression conveyed deep sadness, and the townspeople felt an overwhelming sense of reverence and sorrow at her presence. The pastor, trying to maintain his composure, approached the radiant figure and asked her, "Why are you crying?" The woman, who was later recognized as the Blessed Virgin Mary, responded with a message of deep sorrow and longing. "This place was once dedicated to my son, but now it is plowed and sown." Her voice carried a tone of lamentation, as if she mourned the loss of the sacred space that had once been dedicated to worship. Her gaze lingered over the land as she slowly faded from sight, leaving behind a profound silence. The onlookers, particularly the Calvinist pastor, were deeply shaken by the experience, realizing that they had just witnessed something beyond human explanation. News of the apparition spread rapidly, reaching the ears of the remaining Catholic faithful in the region. Encouraged by Our Lady's appearance, they began searching for the long-lost documents that proved the church's rightful ownership of the land. An elderly blind man, who had lived in Siluva for decades, came forward and claimed that as a child, He had seen Catholic officials bury the church's legal documents in a metal chest near the site of the old church. Though he had been blind for many years, he vividly recalled the moment the papers were hidden. The townspeople led him to the approximate location. As they reached the site, something astonishing happened. The blind man's eyesight was miraculously restored. Overcome with emotion, he pointed to the exact spot where the documents were buried. When the people dug into the ground, they unearthed a metal chest containing the long-lost church records. This event was seen as divine confirmation of the authenticity of the Marian apparition and played a crucial role in restoring Catholicism in Siluva. With the rediscovery of the legal documents, Catholics petitioned local authorities to return the church land to its rightful owners. This led to the construction of a new wooden church on the site, followed by the erection of the Basilica of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary in 1786. The location of the apparition itself was also commemorated with the construction of the Apparition Chapel, built directly over the rock where the Virgin Mary had stood. To this day, pilgrims can visit the chapel and venerate the miraculous rock, which remains preserved beneath the altar. The apparition at Siluva had lasting effects on Catholic devotion, not only in Lithuania but across the world. The miraculous icon of Our Lady of Siluva, housed in the Basilica, became an object of great veneration. It depicts the Blessed Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus, symbolizing the restoration of the faith in Lithuania. Over the centuries, many miraculous healings and conversions have been attributed to Our Lady of Siluva. Pilgrims continue to visit the site, particularly during the feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary on September 8th. The apparition of Our Lady of Siluva is a testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and divine intervention. It is an event that not only revived Catholicism in Lithuania, but also left a lasting impact on Marian devotion worldwide. The message of Our Lady, a sorrowful plea for the restoration of faith in a land where it had been abandoned, remains relevant even today. For those who seek spiritual renewal, healing, or a deeper connection to the Blessed Virgin Mary, the shrine of Our Lady of Siluva stands as a sacred place of pilgrimage, reminding us of the enduring presence of Mary in the life of the Church and her children.